What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for another episode of Predict the Prem as we get into the business end. Me against Sim predicting Premier League outcomes. The scores at the moment are 358 to 355. Very close in the race to predict the Prem. The race to predict the Prem. But the way it works is the scores on the doors. It's 5 points for a correct scoreline, 3 points for a correct result on both teams to score, 1 point for a correct result, and the star man as well, which is 2 points for a goal, 1 point for an assist. And let's get straight into it. Me and you, we finished on exactly the same points in the last round. We've got a midweek version coming up this week as well. A bit of a shorter episode this week because of the FA Cup semi-finals, so a lot of games called off this weekend. 6 games to get through, and let's start off with the opening game, 12:30 on Saturday at White Hart Lane, Tottenham against Brighton, and I've gone for 4-0 here.
4-0. I've gone for 3-1. I just think Brighton finally getting that win after so long. I'm playing so well, will have their tails up a bit, so I'm expecting a bit of a confident Brighton to come to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but we know under Conte we need to get the job done, and it's really squeaky bum time now, and Conte, I'm sure, won't let Tottenham lose sight of what the priorities are and take their eye off the ball. So I've gone for Tottenham to win, but I do think Brighton will score.
Yeah, I think that, like I said in the last Predict the Prem, the Brighton against Arsenal game had that Everton kind of vibe where they lost every game before that game, kept losing after that, and I think it's going to be the same with Brighton. I think we're going to have a bit too much for them this weekend. I think Brighton will start off the game a bit more positively because of that win against Arsenal, but I think if we can stamp authority early, I think the floodgates can open. So I've gone for a 4-0, and I'm expecting that to happen. Yeah, so I've gone 4-0. My brother's gone 3-1. Put your scores in the comments section below as we move over to Manchester United, Norwich at Old Trafford. What have you gone for here?
2-1 to United. Surely they can't drop points again in this game. I mean, you could have said that against Everton, but I think Norwich unbeaten in 2, surprisingly. Drew 0-0 to Brighton and then obviously beat Burnley last week 2-0. Yeah. So not quite doing enough to make a late claim for a safety, but I still think that they might feel they've got enough fight in them to get a goal in this game. But with United, they've been so poor, but I think surely they have to get a win from somewhere, and surely bottom of the league at home, you got to think they're going to win.
Yeah, I mean, this is their easiest game from now to the end of the season. Like you say, Norwich unbeaten in the last 2 games, but I got a feeling this game is going to be a drab game of football. 2 poor sides going up against each other that will be split by the odd goal, and I think Man United will get it. Maybe it might just be a penalty or something, but I think 1-0 to Man United in this game. I mean, every week we seem to be predicting Man United to win.
And they never do.
And also, it comes up to this week, surely they'll win.
And also, remember the game at Carrow Road? Like Norwich battered them, and they just about got away with a 1-0 win.
Is that when their managers just came in?
Yes, yeah, I believe
Norwich
so.
Took an upturn in form just about when he came in.
Yeah, I think it was early on. I think it was one of Ollie's. No, it was one of Rangnick's first games, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. They were lucky that game to win, and I know they drew with Leicester, they lost to Everton. So you're a brave man predicting a United win in these circumstances, but
we're predicting it every week.
Yeah, I know, but surely they have to win this game. How can they not?
I know. All right, so yeah, I'm going 1-0. Sim's going 2-1 to United.
And I didn't predict them to win last week, by the way.
You didn't know. No. But yeah, put your prediction in the comment section below. Let's move over to St Mary's as Southampton host Arsenal, and I have gone for 2-1 to Southampton.
Wow, 3 losses in a row you're going for Arsenal. I've gone for 2-2. I think that Arsenal are really badly struggling for confidence and goal scoring at the moment. And Southampton have also lost 4 in a row, 5 in a row now, and also I think it's 5 in a row at home as well. They've lost. Like, they're all not very good form, but very attacking team. They can always cause you problems, Southampton. That's the thing if you're off your game. So I do think they're gonna want to with the home ground turn that around. I think Arteta. He got it badly wrong tactically, and I think he would have learned from that, and I do think he'll change it up a bit positively for Arsenal. But I think there's also a bit of a quality issue there as well. It's not just about tactics. I think last week was a matter of lack of quality and getting it wrong tactically as well. So if this thing, I think he'll tweak it back, get Xhaka out left back, that kind of stuff, which might help them. But will it be enough to win the game? I've gone for 2-2.
Yeah, but taking Xhaka out of left back, putting him into central midfield, that will beef up their central midfield options. But then they're stuck with Tavares at left back.
But he had some good games early in the season.
Did he?
Yeah, there was a run of games where he played quite well, and then he came to Anfield and he was awful. I remember before the Anfield game, he was actually on a decent running form. I think Arteta's dealt with that situation horrifically.
Well, we'll see if he's got any...
I think he should have played him.
Yeah, you're probably right there. We'll see if he's got any confidence about him after, coming out that side against a Brighton team.
That's the thing.
So if his confidence is shot, then we'll see about that. But look, I think that it's going to be another case of Dr. Arsenal this weekend. Everton on a shocking run of form, go and beat no, not Everton, sorry. Crystal Palace, they're on a shocking run of form at Selhurst Park. They go beat Arsenal. Sorry, I keep bringing up Everton. Who was it? Brighton, obviously 6 losses and a draw. They go play Arsenal and beat them. Southampton now on a shocking run of form. And I think they're going to beat Arsenal as well. So hopefully at the end of this weekend will be 6 points to the good against Arsenal in the top 4 race. But let's move on. Let's move over to Watford against Brentford. Both of us going for Brentford wins here, but I've gone for 2-0.
Yeah, I've gone for 2-1. I think Watford in a relegation battle, they're going to be fighting to try and get something out of this game. I think Brentford, just at the moment, they're riding a really strong wave with their form and with Eriksen in the side. They're playing really, really well. So I think they might just be too good for Watford. I do think Watford will come out and be fighting, so that's why I've gone for them to score. But I think Brentford are going to be too strong. I think they're playing so well at the moment. And with Eriksen in the side, you've always got a chance of coming up with something. So I've gone with Brentford to win 2-1.
Yeah, I can't even see them scoring, to be fair. I mean, they've been struggling really bad with goals since Roy Hodgson's come in. It looks as though they're nailed on for the drop now. And I think confidence will be low at Vicarage Road this weekend. And with confidence high with the Brentford side, with Christian Eriksen in flying form, I can see quite a comfortable victory here for Brentford, to be fair. But let's go over to Sunday's games. Newcastle against Leicester at St James's Park. I've gone for 2-2 here.
2-2. I want 2-1 Newcastle. I think Leicester playing Thursday night, probably not their biggest priority this game. Newcastle getting back to winning ways in their last game after a bad run of defeats. So I think in the front of the home crowd with a bit of energy behind them, I think they'll just scrape it 2-1.
I mean, I was toying between 2-1 as well to Newcastle, but 2-2. But I think Newcastle haven't been on the greatest run of form since obviously they did have that bounce. Leicester as well, very much a Jekyll and Hyde side. They're good at home, not very good away from home as of late. So I can't really see them picking up a win, but I can see them getting a draw from somewhere. But the Thursday night exploits could play a factor in that. So maybe you're right. In hindsight, Newcastle could get a win here. But anyway, I'm hoping for 2-2 anyway. I'm hoping for 2-2. But anyway, London Stadium against West Ham against Burnley. I've gone for 1-0 to Burnley here. I think that West Ham are just shot at the moment in terms of they look like they've been completely run into ground. They're losing players like there's nobody's problem. Their defence is shot to pieces as well. Zuma rumoured to be out for the rest of the season. So Burnley really need a win here, and even a win might not even be good enough to keep them up. So I think they will win.
Well, this win alone won't, but it could start a run for them. But I've gone for them. I've gone for a 0-0. I think Burnley are in horrible form, and they're really struggling at the moment, losing 2-0 away in Norwich in their last game in a relegation battle. That's an almost unforgivable result in Burnley's situation, I think. West Ham, massive, biggest game in their history on Thursday. All their energy is going to go into that. So I think they come up in this game, and Burnley are going to obviously play how Burnley play and try and frustrate West Ham and try and hit a counter or set piece. But West Ham are good at set pieces, and I don't see this being a very open game. So I've actually gone for I think it's my first 0-0 prediction of the season, so 0-0.
I mean, it could be more open than West Ham Burnley usually is, just because of West Ham's defence. And obviously, when they came to Tottenham, that day after their European. They just looked shot to pieces. Even from the first half, you could see how tired they were. And I think it was the same last weekend with West Ham as well. So I don't know. West Ham seem to be a bit sleepwalking, especially in the Premier League at the moment, with all eyes focused on Europe. But let's move over to the star men, and we've gone for the exact same man once again, Harry Kane. Look, he hasn't scored a goal in the last 2 games. He's been very central to everything that we're doing. I'm actually backing him to get a hat-trick this weekend.
Hat-trick. Yeah, little Son's turn last game. We both picked him, and we're both picking Kane this time. And yeah, I'm backing him to get... He's obviously got already 3 goals this season in 2 games against Brighton in the FA Cup in the league. So it won't be a surprise if he gets on the score sheet again. I was 50-50 with him and Son. I just went with Kane. And yeah, I'm hoping he gets back to scoring ways.
Yeah, it's funny because Son always scores at home, doesn't he? He scored in his last 9 home games or something. So maybe one of us did miss a trick not going for Sonny. But Harry Kane, I mean, you can't ever rule him out, can you? So,
definitely not.
Yeah, we've both gone for Harry Kane. 358 plays, 355. Only 3 points is the gap. Let me know your scores in the comment section below, and let me know who you think will come out on top this week. Will it be me or will it be Sim? Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.